everyone, welcome back. It's day 3 of our 5-day good news club. Woohoo! So let's go through our list and make sure we have all our materials as we normally do. Today's list, it's about Naaman, and you would have gone through your lessons with all the aunties learning all about Naaman and what happened to him. So we have our printed images, Naaman, and we have our scripture, which is 1 John chapter 1 and verse 9. Then we have our colored pencils. We have a pair of scissors. We have our glue stick. We have one pallet stick. I brought 3 because people have different sizes. So you can have any size. There are some that are already colored. So you can have any pallet stick that you want. Any one of them is going to work, right? We're only using one pallet stick and a paper cup. So let's, as we always do, let's clear our table. First thing we're going to do is color our images. So we can color this or we could leave it, but I think we could color it. And you're going to color Naaman. So let's get our color pencils out. If you have markers or crayons, you could use that. That is completely fine. So I'm going to look for his nose and his skin, and I'm going to do that first. So I'm not coloring his eyebrows yet. And his skin, all of this is his skin. All of that is his skin. So we're going to get coloring. So you see, I'm not holding it like a pencil. I'm holding it almost to the middle of the colored pencil, and I'm shading it, and I'm holding it not upright like this, but at a slant. So that way I'm able to color more of him faster. It's not going to take as long, right? So I'm almost in the middle, and it's a little slanted. I'm not holding it up like this, like if I'm writing a letter. Almost like this. Don't forget his nose. And then we have his neck. And what color should we do his hair? Maybe black or dark. How about dark brown? So all I'm doing is pressing a little harder on my colored pencil. See, I'm holding it closer now to the tip. I'm pressing a little harder so his beard looks like if it's a darker brown, even though I'm using the same colored pencil. And I'm doing his eyebrows and the rest of his hair. There we go. And I'm leaving his teeth white. Let's pretend that he has super white teeth. He has been taking care of his teeth for all these years, even though he's sick. Yeah? I hope all of you all are taking care of your teeth and brushing them every day in the morning and before you go to bed, and taking care of those lovely teeth that God has given you. Right. So do you think we could color around him? What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to color around him. You don't have to. You could leave it as is, but I'm going to color around him. And even though he's looking very sad in this particular one that I'm coloring, I'm still going to do it blue just to make it look a little brighter, instead of sad and gloomy. Or maybe if you wanted to keep looking sad, you could color it gray, because he looks really unhappy in this picture. And in this one, he's super happy. So maybe this one you could do gray because he's sad. And this one, you could do it a nice, bright, happy color. Whoops! I went out, but that's okay, because we're going to cut it out anyway. So that's okay if you make a mistake and you go out the lines. That's quite fine. We're gonna cut him out anyway. And he has two little spaces here that I'm gonna color in. So, I hope you're coloring faster than I am. I think I'm gonna color it blue. Now you can color your letters. You can do it now, you could do it after, but I think it'll be better to do it now. Because after we cut it out, it might give you a little trouble to color, because we're going to stick this on our cup. So try your best to color as fast as you can and see if you could color faster than me. I think I win in all of you all. Look, I reach if we confess. See, I'm almost finished with the S. How many of you all finished? Look at that. Let's see how fast we could color. If we could color faster than Miss. Sins. I'm already on sins. How many of you all passed sins or on sins? Shall I do the last line in a different color? Nah. I'm going to keep it boring and color all the same color. Oh, my hand is hurting. What about all of you? Is your hand hurting? My hand is hurting. Woo! Do some hand exercises. Is your hand hurting? Color those letters. Ha! Look at where I reach. I think I'm winning. I wonder if the aunties are coloring too. Are you all coloring too, aunties? Who is going to win? Who's going to win? Almost done, almost done, almost done. Speed coloring. My hand is hurting because I'm coloring so fast. I don't think I ever colored this fast in my life. What about you? Seriously, my hand hurts. I don't know. And then, shall we color the background? I think I'll use crayons because it's a big space. And crayons. How about pink? Who likes pink? See, I'm holding it in the middle and it's almost flat. So that way, we can cover more area. And I'm going to even color over the words. I'm not even going to try to go around them. I'm just going over all the words. Maybe we could do a blend. How about that? What we blending? We already have blue. Maybe we could do a green and a yellow. Maybe a red or a purple or a peach. Pink, green, and peach. Ew, it sounds gross. And remember, it's okay if you go out the lines because you're going to cut it anyway. We're going to cut our papers. So I'm just doing like a blend. I'm doing only 3 colors. Blending it into each other. I'm hoping that I'm doing that. See, color over everything. Let's bring in that green again. It looks, there we go. Ta-da! So now, I hope you finished. Because now it's time to cut. So let's try our best to keep our color pencils all together. We don't want them all over the floor. Alright, so now we're going to take our scissors and cut out our pieces that we just colored. So you're going to cut them into smaller chunks like these. See, this is one chunk. It's another chunk. And there's another chunk. And let's now take the smaller chunk and cut around our black lines. Take your time. So what you do, you hold your scissors and you're using the other hand to turn the paper as you cut. So as you close the scissors down, you turn your paper. So you're closing and you're turning your paper as you cut. So one hand moves the paper, the other hand moves the scissors. So let's do that again. Cut the straight line and then you're going around. So you cut and turn. See, this hand is moving the paper. Turn. And this hand is not moving, it's just squeezing the scissors. Squeeze and turn. Bam! What else we have? This one. Cut a straight line. So I'm cutting just outside of my black line. This has a smaller curve, but it's still a curve, so you're doing the same thing. And straight line. You have a little squiggle here. You go around. And ta-da! Now, which palette stick do you think I should use? This one? I like this one. Or should we use this one? I'll use the red. If you want, you could color your palette stick, or you could leave it like this. But since I have red, I like how it looks with this thingy. Right. Right, so next up, we're going to need our cup, and we're going to try, let's put these aside a little bit. Try to take your palette stick, and we're going to make a hole at the bottom of your cup. If you want, you could use your scissors and just gently press down. Gently, because we don't want the whole bottom to burst out. So we just gently, whoop, see, look at that. Gently make a hole, and then you take your stick and gently, ooh, that was loud, make a hole, right? There we go. Now we have to stick Naaman on our stick. Let me see. So because my stick is so very short, I think this one is longer. So I'm going to use this one actually. Right, this one is longer. And we're going to stick Naaman on our stick. So for those of you who have the regular small palette stick this size, right, it would look like this if it's not colored. If you have it this size, then you're going to stick Naaman to the very tip of your palette stick. All right, so let's do that. I'm going to use this small one and stick it. So you have your glue. What we could do is put a mark. We already have our color pencils. So let's take our color pencil. We're going to put it on the tip, right? Because we have to see Naaman pop up. And we're just going to put a mark where we're going to stick our paper. And then you're going to mark to the side and mark to the next side. Well, you have to go to the edge first, then mark on the next side so that you'll know where it's going to be. Right? So when you put your stick down, the paper has to line up with the mark that you made. Right? So that way we know where we're going to put our glue. So now we're going to put glue all over the back side of Naaman. Right? So we have Naaman and we're going to put him down face down. Face down. Then we're going to put glue all over Naaman. All over Naaman. Make sure all on the edges, everywhere has. And then you're going to take your glue and put it on the tip of your stick. So you have your line. Don't cross your line. You're just putting it there and up. And you're going to put it on both sides. The more glue we have glue here and glue here, it will stick better. And then we're going to line up our stick. Make sure the line lines up with the bottom of our picture. And then we're going to take the other Naaman and put glue on the back side of him too. Just like that. And then we're going to take him. So yeah, if you flip him over, you'll see Naaman, right? And we're going to tape him where we put the glue and put it and stick it together on top of the other Naaman. And you press down just a little because we don't want the paper to rip. And you gently press down. Oops. You gently press down. Put your finger. Make sure your finger doesn't have any glue. Rub it off. And you're passing your finger all around Naaman. And just give the palette stick a little squeeze. Right? Mine's still sliding because my glue is still wet. Even though it's a glue stick, it hasn't dried yet. But when it dries, it's going to be super awesome. Right, so we have Naaman on the stick. See, I still ended up using the plain one anyway. And now, we're going to turn the cup right side up so we could see inside the cup. The cup is standing up on your table. And you're going to stick Naaman into the hole. You can see the hole, right? You're going to stick that stick, hold it carefully. I'm holding the tip of the wood here and push it through the bottom. Take your time because remember he's still a little wet, and push it through the bottom of your cup. So now, just as in the lesson, it's going to sound it might crawl your blood because of the sound, right? But we're going to make him dip 7 times. All right? But before we do that, we have to stick our paper on. If any of you have tape, you can use tape, which would be much better. But let's use our glue and see how that looks. Naaman is just rolling all over the table. So we're going to put glue all over the backside of our verse. Put glue all over that. Oops. Make sure all the edges get. Try not to put too much glue on your table. If you have a scrap piece of paper, you could put it underneath so the glue will go on the scrap paper instead of on the table. And gently pick it up. Whoop. Try not to touch it up too much. And let's get, oops. Yep, it's sticking. Let's get our, oops. Yay, and it sticks. It's a little crinkly in some places, but that's okay. It stuck really good. I know, I sound surprised, right? Get it all stuck down. There we go. And it says, if we confess our sins, God will make us clean. And this is 1 John chapter 1 and verse 9. So now, who remembers the story that we heard about today in the Bible? What happened to Naaman? Now we're going to dip him 7 times. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, it's this way. Sorry. We're starting to put him sad because he's sick, right? He has early leprosy. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's going to come up clean. And that's our Naaman craft. All his leprosy came up. So actually, if we want, we could put some little marks on him because he's sick. So we could give him some marks of leprosy. What do you all think? All on his face, his nose. There we go. Leprosy. Right? So let's try that again. Put him in. Alright, here we go. Right. 1. No, he starts up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the last time he comes up clean. Good job, everyone. Thank you for joining us as always. And we will see you tomorrow for our next craft. Bye.